everybody. Y'all give it up for the 110th Mayor of the City of New York, Mayor Eric Adams.
We have an amazing chancellor. I just want to acknowledge our sponsors, MCU, who thought enough about you to sponsor this amazing event, Starbucks, Flatiron Nomad Partnership, Times Square Alliance. Just give it up for them for just thinking enough of you to come out, participate here. And we want to do something over the summer months for you. We brought you here today to acknowledge you. But your parents are with you, but we want you to come back, do a party that they're gonna have to call the police and say turn down the music. We want you to really come and enjoy the summer. This is your home, Gracie Mansion. It doesn't belong to me, it belongs to you, and it should be used as often as possible. The energy of young people coming here, hold events, thinking events, collaboration. I want to really open this space up as much as possible and have you play a role in doing so. Let me tell you this in my brevity, that think about it for a moment, and I say this over and over again to people. New York City is the most important city on the globe. There's no place as important as New York. So if New York City is the most important city on the globe, then I have to be the most important mayor on the globe. And you are the most important young people on the globe. But do an analysis of who I am. Yes, I'm the mayor, first black borough president, state senator, former captain. Yes, that's my glory. That's not my story. I am perfectly imperfect. Grew up dyslexic. Made mistakes in life and I was arrested. People looked at me and I was rejected. But you look at being dyslexic, arrested, rejected, now I'm elected to be the mayor of the city of New York. That is why you have the Eric Adams Award. The award is not about, are you 100 student? Are you the top academically? It's a combination of the totality of your life, going through hurdles, giving back in the community, making sure that you understand that it's one thing to be academically smart, but you have to match it with being emotionally intelligent. Because if you move through life, if all you can do is be A+, but you cannot engage with a person one-on-one, you are on a destination to fail. Success in the most well-rounded people are those who are combined academics with emotional intelligence. That's a combination of them both. So here are the three things I want to share to you. Number one, you got to get off the block. Not only physically, but mentally. Because if you can be a doctor in Brooklyn, you can do it in Belgium. If you can be an accountant and a CPA in the Bronx, you can do it in Budapest. Don't embrace the anti-Christopher Columbus theory, believing if you leave New York or America, you're going to fall off the globe. Don't be a Metro card leader, be a passport leader, and get off the block in the process. Number two, choose your friends wisely. As you move around, think about it. I am the mayor meeting heads of states across the globe, meeting multi-billionaires, sitting down at fancy events, walking into the room with major crowds. If somebody is on my shoulders or on my arm walking in with me, where they look at every way you use your fork, do you put your napkin on your lap? You make the wrong move, it would hurt a multi-billion-dollar idea that you have. So the person that you're going to have in your aura must be equivalent to who you are and what you represent, because that's a reflection on what you are bringing to the table. So as you decided who's your friend in the future, who's going to be your boo, who's going to be your shorty, make sure you pick the right person that is going to live up to your expectation and what you look for in life, and that's going to move to where you want to go. If I want to be the mayor, I'm not hanging out with someone that just want to hang out on the block. I'm going to be with people who think like a mayor of a top city.
Yeah.
Number 3, so important. You remember what Monday was last week? Juneteenth. That is the fight for our liberation and the ending of slavery. Do you know on that date was one of the most violent days in our city? 10 people were shot. 6 people died. One of them was a 16-year-old young man who was shot in the head at cold blood, at point blank range. We're not running against the Ku Klux Klan in white hoods. We're running against gun violence that's often perpetrated by young people who are taking the lives of other young people. You must be part of this movement to end the violence in our community in a real way. You must use your voice because it's your generation. I am sure everyone in this room knows someone who was lost to gun violence. That is not the legacy you want. The legacy you want is to use your skills and your intellect to ensure that we challenge these global issues that are in front of us. And you do it by bridging the gap. If you leave this room only knowing someone that looks like you, talk like you, walk like you, eat the same food, do the same things, that's a Shakespearean tragedy. As you go on this field, reach out to someone with a hijab and say, how are you? I want to learn more about your culture, or yarmulke, or kufi. Learn from someone from a different language so that you can interact with them and truly explore what you want to accomplish. Start small groups together and explore all that this city and this country has to offer. Those who don't have passports, this year, go to your parents and say, I want my passport so I can start thinking globally. And deal with the issue of violence in our community in a real way. That is the moment you are. You're the best of the best. Let's take advantage of that. We're so blessed to live in this city. A city that's unique and different from any other city on the globe. A place called New York. A place where the American dream comes alive. Volunteer. Spend some time in the senior center speaking to our elders who many don't have any loved ones around. Spend some time in a hurt or shelter where our asylum seekers are right now trying to pursue the American dream. Spend some time in a domestic violence shelter. Spend some time with someone who lost a loved one to violence. Give of yourself, because if you deposit into the social bank of life, when you need to, you can draw on the equity when the time calls. This is your moment. Right in this room is the future mayor. In this room is the future Obama, the future VP Harris. Right in this room is the discovery of some illness. Right in this room is the individual who's going to take AI to the next level. You are among what our future represents. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you for being you. And be bold, be true, be unafraid, but most importantly, be you. Congratulations to all of you.